I'm Will.
And I'm Jamie. Welcome back or welcome to our channel, Blueberry Biscuits. Why are you being weird? Why
Because I can. Welcome to Vlogmas Day number 11.
Yeah. Yeah, it is 11.
Yeah, it's 11.
11.
So today we'll be taking you through little tips and tidbits for holiday bargain savings. And basically what we do.
Alright. But let's say something real quick. If you can hear this, I'm sorry. I was on my feet for like 9 hours today, so my back's killing me, my hips are killing me, so I'm anxious. So if it's bothering you, I'm sorry. But we buy a lot of stuff on sale. Does not mean we don't spend a lot of money. Because we buy a lot of stuff on sale. And we means me. So I'm going to talk to you. Yeah, exactly. So, I went and bought those 44 candles. That should give you an idea of I go crazy for a sale and I buy too much. So I'm going to go through the sales that I do, and this can help you save money for Christmas if you're not like me and don't buy way too much.
Exercise moderation and control.
Yeah, I don't have that. So, we're going to talk about, Candle Day. You already know about Candle Day. Candle Day is Bath & Body Works. It's an annual sale. They only do it once a year. And the candles are like $8.95. They keep kind of going up, though, because this was the first Candle Day I've ever done. But I heard that, like, last year they were $8.50, or maybe they were $8.95. But at one point they were $8.50, and at one point they were $8. So probably I'm like,
with inflation.
Yeah, maybe next year they'll probably be $9. So either way, the candles are $24 to $26.95 single, but they always have them on sale. Not always, but multiple times throughout the month for $12.95. So when you're like, okay, well, $8.95 to $12.95, they're not saving much. But when you can stack those coupons on, then you are. So if you use the 5 off or 10 off, you're getting them anywhere between $5.45 to $7, and that's what makes them a good deal. If you need, if you have a candle lover in your family, or you just are like, I really don't know what to get Candace for Christmas this year.
Candace.
Candles are always nice. If you know kind of like the scents they like. That's why I don't like to gift candles, just because I'm like, what if they don't like pretty scents, and then I give them that. You know, so if you know, then that's a good deal. That's something I like to do. Like, I got my mom the cherry blossom one, and I kept saying that they're all for me, but I really will give some to people that I know that they really like that scent. So that's one thing you can do. But now we're going to dive into kids.
Yeah, so for kids.
I am I spoil my kids. I spoil my kids. It's just the way I am. I was quite spoiled when I was a kid. I'm not going to lie. He was kind of spoiled when he was a kid. He says he wasn't. Yes, he was. And so we spoil our kids. I feel like if, you never know when you won't have it.
Yeah. You
don't know. Like, something could happen and then we don't have the money and then we can't buy our kids that. So they can't say that they don't have toys, because they do. They have plenty. So they might be bummed that now this Christmas they're only getting one thing, but last Christmas they got a lot of things. And usually I like to control Christmas a little bit. This year I didn't. So usually on Christmas they would get, before I had Andy, they would get one big gift each, and that was usually from Santa. Yeah. And then, they got the little, and they weren't even that big. They were
bulky.
They were bulky, but they weren't, super expensive. I got them the little 4-wheelers with the little button. I got them on Black Friday, so they were $30 each, so I never really spent that much, or if I did, I would buy it as a big thing. And then I have a lot of family, whereas if I, like my dad, he'll send money, so then I got them the little play kitchen, things like that, but, going too far into it. So I like to spoil my kids, but usually on Christmas I controlled it. I would be like, I like them to get one gift per family member. So they would get a gift from mom, a gift from dad, a gift from their sibling, and then a gift from Santa. But then they would also get their Christmas Eve gift. So they would get 5 gifts under that tree, and I try to get stay in that 5, but usually it kind of went out up to like maybe 6 to 8 gifts because I would find little things here and there that I really want to give them, and it was age appropriate. So I was like, I will hold on to things. I'm not going to say I'm a hoarder, but I will hold on to things until it is age appropriate. If I see it and I know that one day they're going to really like this, I know they're going to like Legos. If I found really good deals, even when they were 2, on the little itty bitty Legos, like real Lego brand, I would buy them and I would put them up high because I'm not going to give my little 2-year-old a tiny Lego that he's going to eat. But one day he's going to like Legos, and that's expensive. So that's what I do. So I do have an entire closet, and that will be saved for another video, but I have an entire closet filled with gifts and toys. It's slowly turning into an entire room. A little bit. My closet was bigger in El Paso, though. So, every time we move, they get smaller and smaller. Like, in our house, we had
well, even at our house, we had the whole guest room, basically. Under the bed, the closet.
Yeah, and we could do that here now that we have this bed in here, too. But I probably won't. I'll just keep it in the closet. But it had always kind of gotten smaller and smaller. Like, we went from a closet that could have been almost a room in our bedroom to now our closet is smaller than our children's closet, which makes no sense.
None.
So, that's just how it is, though, when you move around a lot.
But anywho,
I shop at, these are the big ones, I always do after Christmas shopping.
Always.
Get
up early and go.
Every December 26th, I go shopping.
Go shopping.
Even though we just spent all this money for Christmas, because I do still spend money. Like, I don't get a lot of stuff for him after Christmas. None of the stuff I'm ever getting him, because it's not, it's toys, and it's more either stuff for me, but it's
or like
really
gift basket type stuff. You know?
So, and then that kind of stuff, you need to be careful with that. I'll get into that. But, so it's never things for him. So I always end up spending a lot of money anyways, because, I don't spoil him on his birthday. I really don't. I'm like, here's a movie. We'll eat what you want to eat, and that's it. And he usually goes all out for my birthday. But I flip it on Christmas. I usually go all out for his Christmas.
And she gets nothing.
I don't get nothing, but I buy most of my stuff, and I know what I'm going to get. And that's fine, because I like to have an all-out birthday. And then he likes Christmas. So it works out for us. So, like this year, I got him an Xbox One S because he's been really wanting one, and I didn't really save any money. I saved like $29. So I don't count the men stuff because that's where it gets tricky. So if you got a man in your life, I'm sorry, it's kind of difficult to find things for them after Christmas shopping. You can, but it's going to have to be stuff you give them either for Valentine's Day, which we don't do Valentine's Day gifts, but if I find something that he likes, I'll get it and just give it to him anyway. It can be for sometimes Father's Day. It can go up, he likes the gift baskets, and he likes Hillshire Farms. So after Christmas, if I see Hillshire Farms 50% off, I buy it.
Gimme.
And I'll buy it. I don't buy too much. I buy a couple, the ones that I know he really likes, and I'll hide it, and then I'll give it to him. But see, those kind of things, like the gift baskets and Hillshire Farms, have expiration dates.
Yes.
Chocolates have expiration dates. I have seen people will go crazy and buy all the candy cans and the chocolate-covered cherries and all those chocolates. And I'm like, okay, well, I hope y'all are going to, you're not saving that for next Christmas, right? Because it's going to be expired by then. So, I buy his stuff maybe for Valentine's Day if I want to, or just because gifts, or as Father's Day gifts, and I look at the expiration, and if I see that it's going to expire too soon, like if it says, okay, I'm going to expire January 19th, I'm not buying it.
No.
Unless I want to give it to him that day.
Yes.
So, that's what I do for him. Now, for my kids, that's the big one, and kind of a little bit for me, or just as little gifts that I know that I can give to someone else, because I am very big on giving people stuff. I don't know why. It drives Will crazy. I can't go to a store and not think of someone while I'm there. Like, I can't go, I want milk, I'm getting milk, I want milk, I pass these chocolate-covered cherries, Chad likes those, they're on sale, let me buy them. Like,
that's not how it is. It's like this. I go to a store, I want milk, I'm gonna get milk. Ooh, there's a starving family up the way. Let me buy everything else in the store to take to them.
I do that sometimes too. Like every year, I didn't do it this year and I still want to, but I haven't been able to find it. But every year and that's why I do these sales too. Because I
donate
know,
a lot.
Yeah. Every year, I like to find a family in need, and I give them a lot of the stuff that I got after Christmas sales.
Yes.
Because
so
I want them to be,
Christmas.
Yeah, I want them to have a Christmas too, and I buy thinking about that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I know next year I'm going to do the family, and so I'll get a couple of girl things, a couple of boy things. It's always like stocking stuffers. And if I don't use it for that, I can use it for birthday parties. Because I have 3 kids, 2 that are constantly getting invited to parties. So I still use them. Mm-hmm. But typically I try and save them for the families. I haven't found a family this year because I haven't been going to church. Don't judge me. I haven't found a church here, so I haven't found a family in need. I'm kind of still like, I'm sure it'll come up. Like, because it always does. Every year. It always eventually pops up somewhere, and I'll find them. But see, that's where I go crazy, because I'll get them all these gifts, and then they'll have so many gifts, but then they'll be like, well, we don't have a tree, we don't have anything. So then I'm like, I gotta go buy them a tree. I gotta go, I'm just like that. Anyways, so after Christmas sales are really good. My favorite places to go to after Christmas is Walmart first. You'll have to ask your Walmart, call and ask, but they usually open at 6 a.m. And that stuff is gone by like 6:30. So you want to be there in line so you can get some stuff. And it's going to be like all the back baskets are going to be 50% off.
Yeah.
All the kids' stocking stuffers, they have their little bath stuff. I don't like to buy too much of that bath stuff because I'm not big on messy baths. I don't understand it. So my kids don't get crayons and paint and Play-Doh in their bath. Like, I hate that.
It's weird.
But
I gotta clean that up. No.
I will get them the shampoos, the Paw Patrol shampoos and things like that. And I'll get them the stocking stuffers. I'll get him his Hillshire Farms. I'll get a couple of baskets, like, that are bath baskets for women, because if I go on play dates and it's someone's birthday, I don't like to show up to someone. Even if they're like, oh, we're just having cake, don't bring gifts. I personally can't not bring a gift. It feels weird. So, I'll bring them like a little bath basket or whatever. Also, the day after Christmas.
We'll also say this is a perfect time to go out and get, for him at least, if you're big on your body washes and things of that nature.
Oh, yeah. I do really buy that for him. So, razors are expensive. And so is all the body wash. Like, he really likes the Dove Men body wash, and that stuff is expensive. And they usually sell them in sets for Christmas. So after Christmas, they're 50% off. And the sets are already a bundle cheaper than if you buy them single. Yeah. Usually, it's like, okay, it's a $33 value, and we're selling it for $10. Well, the day after Christmas, you can get it for $5. So it's a really good deal, because one thing of soap for him is like $5.25, whereas I can get the soap, the shampoo, the deodorant, and the loofah. Yeah. So I buy a lot of those. Unfortunately, they haven't had the Dove Men. They keep bringing back Old Spice. He's not a big Old Spice fan, but I do buy a couple of the Old Spices because my father is. So I buy those, and then I do buy him the razors because they're expensive, and you can get them for $10. So the day after, you can get them for $5. I don't buy too many because those kind of last. Those will usually get to 75% off. So I might buy 2 just in case that they don't. But typically they get to 75% off. Same with the children's bath stuff. Usually gets to 75% off. Stockings usually do. A little bit of the outdoorsy.
The wrapping paper and everything.
Wrapping paper always. I never buy wrapping paper 50% off because it will get 75% off. The bows, the tape, all that kind of stuff will, at least at my stores. I'm thinking here where I live now, a lot of stuff will get to 75% off, so I probably won't go crazy this year.
Such a small town.
Yeah, because usually Halloween stuff has never lasted. Like, it's gone the next day because people use it as dress up. So they actually got the 75% off. I've never seen that. And so I'm hoping the Christmas stuff does. I also like to go to Kohl's after Christmas sales. They usually have their jewelry on sale
and
still.
Electronics.
Yeah. I don't know. I've not ever noticed that.
It's a very small electronics section, but you can go in and get like tablets and your little remote control airplanes and your little drones and stuff like that.
Okay, I've not noticed that. But their jewelry, like their
video games,
sterling silver rings and stuff, will usually still be like 70% off or something like that. And they usually have Kohl's cash. Not always, but sometimes they do. So you spend, then you get that money back. I won't be going to Kohl's this year because I don't need any jewelry. And that's all that's ever really on sale there. And sometimes the gift sets will go on sale, but last year they didn't. So I was just like, screw it, I'm not going back. Now, another place, Bath & Body Works. Almost always Bath & Body Works, December 26th, semi-annual sale starts. And that starts a whole new conversation of semi-annual sales. That's where I get most of my stuff. After Christmas sales, I get stocking stuffers, presents, like little tiny Easter basket stuff, presents for other kids, but not a lot for Grayson and Brayden. Like, the things that they're going to get is little things. But semi-annual sales is where I actually get their toys. Items, yeah. They're big toys that I know that they'll like. So, Bath & Body Works, Target, Kirkland's, they don't all start December 26th. Bath & Body Works do. I will go the first day, and I'll kind of look at I don't get anything that's 50% off personally, just because it's not a good deal to me. A lot of times they have stuff 50% off. Like, they're always running that buy 3, get 3. That's 50% off if you buy 3.
But it's still marked up from holiday sales, in my opinion. Some people don't mark up, but I feel like they do.
I don't think that Bath & Body Works marks up because, like, it's already printed on their stuff. So it doesn't really get marked up, but it's not really a good deal. They make it look like it is. It's just not. So I only look at the 75% off table, and usually on the first day, it's not very big. So I will go, look, see what I like. If I like anything, I'll get something. If I don't, sometimes, though, they have really good coupons that you could use. So if something is 50% off and then you have 10 off 30, then I might, but I don't know. But I do wait about 2 or 3 days because then that 75% off table starts getting big. And then I kind of go and fill it out. I'll go like once a week after that to see their 75% off table until they just don't have the sale anymore. Because most of the good stuff that I got was within the last weeks because it wasn't stuff that was out. It was stuff they were still bringing out. So I got a lot of Easter stuff like Easter candle holders. I got candles 75% off, which rarely happens. I got the little magnets. So I like to wait towards the end before I start actually buying a lot of stuff. I will only buy things that I'm like, that's going to sell out, and I know it. So that. Now, other semi-annual sales usually start in January and June. There is Bath & Body Works, of course. Target, that's where I get most of my toys. I don't do it when it's 30% off or 50% off. The only time I'll do 50% off is if I know it'll sell out and not get to the 75%. If I see that it's only 2 left, and if it's Legos, I'm getting it. But if it's something that's kind of like a big name brand, odds are it's not going to get to 75% off. Nerf, Legos, any of that kind of stuff. Like their advent calendars, they had frozen advent calendars. They only had 2 of those left, and I bought the last 2 for my nieces. So Target, they do it January and June. My favorite is January's because they're getting rid of all their Christmas toys. Mm-hmm. So, like, I got my nieces, and I couldn't believe I scored it, but I got my nieces one of those Beauty and the Beast push shopping cart, tea carts, and it's huge, and you press a button, and it sings Be Our Guest, and it's got the pots and pans, and I got it for $17, and it was originally $60. So I think I got it, like, 75% off. And the Barbies. I got lots of Barbies, 75% off. Barbies I usually wait on because usually they have a lot. So even if people are buying them at the 50% off, there'll still be a couple left.
No, I mean a huge pack.
That was a going out of business sale.
Oh, okay.
So I get toys there. I go to Kirkland's, and that's where I usually get my house decor, outdoor furniture, things like that.
Stuff for me.
Yep, stuff for him. That's where I usually get things for him during that semi-annual sale. I like Kirkland's summer semi-annual sale better than their winter one because I don't really care about getting new winter decorations. I always do, but I don't care. Like, I'm not, yay. I'm more about patio furniture and things like that. Like, that's more of a skill for me. And then, where's another semi-annual sale? Victoria's Secrets. They do a semi-annual sale. I don't buy too much from them. I might buy a couple leggings if they're really cheap enough. Yeah. But their semi-annual sale is not ever that great.
They mainly focus on the lotions.
It is if you're really into Victoria. If you go to Victoria's Secrets and you buy Victoria's Secrets, then you're going to like their semi-annual sale. And you already know about it, most likely. But If you're like me and you're like, I'll just go to Target and get some of these, you know, then whatever. So, Disney store. I love to go to the Disney store.
If you have one near you.
That's where I get our ornaments. We do a tradition where we get an ornament every year, and I'll buy the ornament for the next year. And I will look at the costumes. I really like, because they'll have like the onesies. Okay, Donald Duck onesie or Mickey onesie or Peter Pan onesie. I like to buy those for Andy. I used to buy them for Grayson and Brayden, but the sizes don't go up that high. I think like the highest size is like 5.
Yeah.
And so they kind of outgrown it.
They've outgrown it.
But I do go to the Disney store. We don't have one near us, so I'll have to do it online. My favorite Disney store semi-annual sale is the summer one, though, because sunglasses, flip-flops. I don't think about the coats. The coats
when they sell the winter coats.
That's the winter.
Summer. Oh.
That's the winter. The winter semi-annual sale will have the coats. The summer semi-annual sale, and it makes no sense because they're doing it in June, and they're having their summer annual sale because they're getting ready for the Christmas stuff. So you can get flip-flops, swimsuits, sunglasses, and all that really cheap. Like, I got the flip-flops $1.99 each, and I just bought my kids
$1.99?
And they're Disney themed. Usually, you know, even getting flip-flops for $1. And they're not the kind, some are, but the kind that I get the boys aren't, where they have that little circle that kind of goes through, and then you get blisters. I hate those, because your kids are going to be walking in it all day. I won't buy those for my kids. I get them the kind that is cloth going into
slip-ons.
Yeah, the slip-ons and the kind that are cloth going into the sole.
What they're called, slip-ons.
It's still a flip-flop.
Yeah, it's a slip-on flip-flop.
But it has a thing in the middle.
No, the slip-on.
I'm not arguing with my husband today. Whatever. It doesn't matter what it's
called.
Y'all
know what we're talking about.
So I buy those. I buy them sunglasses. I buy swimsuits. I buy all that kind of stuff because it's June and they're not going to really start swimming until summer. So, I mean, summer had just kind of started, but
they're
not going to go until, like, July. So, I buy those, and I think those are the only Francesca's. I don't know if Francesca's has a semi-annual sale, but during the semi-annual sales of the other businesses, Bath & Body Works and Victoria's Secrets mostly, when they're doing theirs together, Francesca's will have a really good deal. Like, I went...
You told them about that.
I went during the winter semi-annual sales for Bath & Body Works and Victoria's Secrets, and Francesca's didn't advertise that they were having a semi-sale, so I don't know if they do. But I got 10 dresses for $52, which, if you go to Francesca's, you know one dress is like $40. So I basically got everything on the rack was $5, and then it was buy one get one 50% off. So I got 2 things for $70 or $7.50, which was a really good deal in my opinion because Francesca's is really expensive. So I got those. I haven't never seen it in the summer though. Was it the summer?
Yeah.
It was in the summer, not the winter annual sales. It was in the summer, and they were selling their winter dresses. They're the only ones that actually did it right, where they were selling it before.
The opposite season.
Yeah. So they weren't selling their summer clothes already. So I really like them. And then the last thing I do is I do go to going out of business sales. I went to Kmart's. I went to Toys R Us. I went to Sears. Didn't get nothing from Sears because they're sucked. Kmart, I got a ton of toys.
There's always parking at Sears.
But I didn't get toys like Legos or name brands because they marked the price up on those.
Yeah,
but
you saw it too. Like, they didn't even try to hide it.
Yeah. And most liquidation sales will do that. The best thing you can do, though, is get their brand toys. Because usually, almost everywhere, like Walmart, Target, and Toys R Us, and
Ross?
Kmart, they have toys where the price is on the box. Like, it's not a sticker, it's printed on the box. There's no marking that up because it says $9.99 on the box. I wish I could show you. But I don't. I'm giving it all for Annie for Christmas now. So it's printed on the box. They can't really change it. So when everything got to 70% off, I was getting toys that were originally $10 for $3 or $20 for $6. But everything else in the store was marked up. And you could tell because I had went before they started closing at Kmart. and a toy was $23 or $24.99 like every other store, and then they started closing and it went up to $39.99. So I knew they were marking up the prices, but on the ones that where the prices are printed on the box are the best things to buy at liquidation sales, in my opinion, because they can't change the price. They might try and put a sticker over it. I've seen JCPenney's do that. It wasn't a liquidation sale.
Wrong.
But they did put a sticker over the price on the box because I was trying to buy a Disney doll and they made it $15. And I'm like, but Disney sells them for $10. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
So JCPenney's I don't buy from their Disney collection. I wouldn't either. You can get it cheaper at Disney store. Toys R Us had a really good liquidation sale. We did buy the boys a Speed Racer that we got a pretty good deal on it, but not as good as we could have. Because if we waited 2 weeks, we could have gotten it for $100 instead of $150, but it was originally like $300. So we still got
basically
a good deal.
A Power Wheel. It was a Power Wheel. You know, the Anakin Skywalker Speed Racer.
It is a Power Wheel.
Well, it is a Power Wheel,
yeah,
but it's not called a Speed Racer. We just call it that.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah.
And I got them a bunch of toys there. I got them a lot of Rusty Rivets toys because they were really into that at that time. I got Andy a lot of his new baby toys, but they also marked the price up on things, so I liked to find the toys where the price was on the box or it was 75% off. When I go to liquidation sales, I wait till 75% off. And then
bang for your buck. Get it.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I save my money. I don't really save money because I end up buying too much. But you could if you
exercise control.
Yeah. Like, if you went in thinking, okay, I'm going to buy for my son's birthday, I have $100, and you could get so much stuff for that $100, which is what I basically do, but I'm not like, it's for their birthday. I'm like, I have $100.
She's shopping for the whole year. I'm
shopping for the whole year for everybody.
Yeah.
It's just how I am.
It's like birthdays, Christmas, Flag Day, Christmas in July, birthday parties for other people.
My favorite sales, though, even with liquidation sales or after Christmas, is the semi-sales. They get really good, especially to when they're starting to end. Like, the semi-sale for Disney Store, at first the flip-flops will be $3.99. They will get to $1.99 eventually. And I'll wait. I'm like, okay, I'll just wait till you get to it because they usually have enough. And if they don't... if you have a girl, though, you might want to go ahead and buy them at $2.99 because I do notice, because when I would buy for my nieces, Reagan and Maya, the girls' selection would get pretty limited towards the end. They didn't have a lot left over for $1.99. The boys had more, but the girls, they started selling out at $2.99. The flip-flops and sunglasses, at least. So, that's all we got for you today. It's a long enough video anyways. So, we hope you liked it. I do talk a lot when I start talking about shopping. I'm
sorry. Yes, so we hope you like this video. Please subscribe to our channel and
leave us a thumbs up if we said anything at all helpful to you.
Yeah, leave a comment, talk to us.
Yeah. How do you save? How much do you spend on Christmas?
Let us know.
We spend too much. We don't have a budget.
I have a budget.
I don't have a budget. I buy too much stuff. Bye.
Bye.